so I can see any chat. Here we go. So I just thought I'd jump on. Had today off post race to recover, unpack everything, wash the bike and that. So yeah, pretty much just wanted to do a bit of a debrief on the race yesterday. So yeah, came 13th in Ironman, 183rd outright. So I punched out 11 laps in about 7 hours 55 minutes. So pretty much crossed the line right on the 8-hour mark. So yeah, went out pretty good in the beginning. I knew that I had to last obviously the 8 hours. I was unsure on how many laps I was going to get out, but the aim was just to be at the hit that checkered flag at the 8-hour mark, which I was successful with. Yeah, so went out. Obviously, first lap was the first sight of the track, so it was basically like a sighting lap, but was first race lap. So second lap of the day was my fastest lap, just on 36 minutes. So yeah, that was pretty good. So went out, did 3 laps back to back without stopping. Pitted after the third lap. Everything was going pretty good then. Feeling really good. Went out, did another 2 laps back to back. So that was 5 laps in total, and started to get a little bit of tightness in the legs and that, like in the hammy inner thigh area. So rubbed some magnesium, sprayed some magnesium, rubbed some magnesium and that in there. That alleviated that, so I didn't end up with full-blown cramps. So I went out with in mind to alternate between sitting and standing. What I've found on rides in the past, like big long rides, is when you sit a lot and then you go to stand up, you cramp because you've been in that one position for so long, and also vice versa when you've stood up for long periods of time, and then when you sit down, your legs go into that different position, they cramp. So went out with in mind, and I executed that, and I believe that's why I didn't end up with any full-blown cramps over the full 8 hours, was because I sat where I felt was good to sit. I stood where I felt was ideal to stand, but just made sure in each lap that I alternated between the 2 positions so that the legs didn't get used to that one position. Personally, I believe that was what made the difference between not getting full lock cramps over that period, plus also the use of magnesium spray. So just going to check and see, just double checking this chat here, sorry guys. No, that's all good. Yeah, so come in, so yeah, pitted after 3 back to back, then pitted after 2 back to back, then went out for another 2 laps back to back without pitting. Then from then on in, I did single laps, and I pitted after each lap. I think it was about from memory, was about lap 8. I started getting tightness in the shoulders, like in the scapula and that between the shoulder blades in the upper back. So came in, jersey off, armour off, Got Simone to rub spray and rub magnesium spray all into my back, all into my arms, like my tries and buys and traps and everything. Yeah, gear back on the bike, and out back on the track again. Yeah, and that helped with that. That alleviated the back, loosened up, and yeah, no cramps in the back, no cramps in the arms. So really stoked to come away with that with no major cramping. Today, like last night, no cramps. Today, no cramps. Starting to get a little bit of muscle soreness in most of the body. Just a little bit of tightness and that, little bit of soreness. Tomorrow will be the telltale, because generally, for me, my DOMS, which for those of you that don't know what DOMS is delayed onset muscle soreness. For me, is generally 2 days after. 2 days after I generally get my worst muscle soreness. So tomorrow will be the telltale. I'm back to work tomorrow. See how things go. Just to let you know, guys, the phone just went flat, so unfortunately I won't be able to see any of your chats, any of your messages you put in the chat. So hello to everyone that's there. Sorry I can't see to reply. It was a last minute thing to go live and my spare phone wasn't charged. So so stoked to come away with 13th position. So I beat 10 other Ironman, and I also beat at 183rd position overall. I beat 10 Ironman and 13 teams to come 183rd out of 206 Ironman and teams combined. So stoked with that, stoked with how I'm feeling today. Big thank you to Simone. Couldn't have done it without you. She looked after all my nutrition, so all my hydration, all my food, obviously looking after my body and that, doing with the magnesium spray and all that sort of stuff. Massive shout out to Waz of Oz. Cheers, brother. Drove up from Morayfield to pit for me, pit crew. Was looked after fueling the bike, checking bolts, air filter. Thank you so much, Was. Really appreciate it, mate. Couldn't have done it without you. Wouldn't have got that result. Everything you did for me yesterday saved me time, allowed me to do what I needed to do. So thank you for that. But just wanted to touch base. Just wanted to let you know. That was the other thing as well, was so bike fitness. No issues whatsoever with my actual fitness on the bike. Like the 8 hours was comfortable, was never out of breath. Obviously I wasn't pushing at 100% race pace, but still to be able to do that back to back 11 laps for 8 hours, pretty stoked with that. What let me down and slowed me down was my wrist. This is the hand that I broke the end off the radius and smashed my wrist. I do wear a Mobius brace because I have limited movement in that hand. I wear the brace in case I fall to stop that from pushing back past where it will go. Also, the way the Mobius cups and clamps the wrist helps me with the jarring. However, 8 hours of that yesterday and the deterioration of the track, the brake whoops and the acceleration whoops were next level. Everyone you spoke to on the track commented on how much the track deteriorated. Probably by about the 5.5 to 6 hour mark, it just started getting destroyed, and we're having to try and go offline a bit to try and stay out of those ruts, because it was just smashing my wrist, like the ones with the square edge, which was most of them, jarring back on the wrist. Just, yeah, annihilated that. I think it was lap 7. No, I think it was actually lap 8, or lap 9. I took a hit of painkillers, so ibuprofen and Panadol. That lap, I just bounced back, like it took the pain out of the wrist, and yeah, could get back onto a decent pace. Came back in, that was second last lap, so it would have been lap 10 I came in. Took another couple of ibuprofen, another couple of Panadol, went back out. Unfortunately, the pain started to come back in that halfway through that 10th lap. Didn't want to take any more when I pitted at the end of the 10th lap for the final lap. So yeah, the 11th lap, the final lap, was a bit of a challenge as well. Just full blown pain again in the wrist. But got the job done. Now I just got to get recovered. Ready for Big Rocks Hard Enduro in July. Yeah, thank you everybody for your support. Great to catch up with all the people I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, new people that I met that I'd only known on social media. Awesome to meet you guys. Take it easy. Thanks everyone for the support. Thanks to my sponsors. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah. Thanks again, guys. We'll catch up with you. Eh? Peace. You.